Hello everyone. So I talked about this before, particularly about sick pay. Now I'm talking about disabilities and sick pay, the two things together, I suppose. Uh, so as you know, and I just have to say it straight because I have dealt with a few, mainly sick cases. Not many people I've kind of come across that have wanted to go on disabilities. And to put it straight, to be totally honest, as was told by one person in the Department of Social Protection one time, a high enough person in the Department of Social Protection, that you literally have to be dying to be put on sick pay. Literally, you have to literally be taking your last breaths to be put on sick, to be put on the sick, or basically illness payment, if you may use that you can't walk and you'll be getting benefits for being sick, being ill, or if you have mental health illness and stuff like that, and you can't walk and things like that, obviously through the Department of Social Protection. And obviously there's people that are gravely ill, and they literally are dying, and they're not giving it. And the same with disabilities. There's people, unfortunately, I have heard of that. I have one incident in mind that I looked into. I see what I could do, but again, you talk to the Department of Social Protection. Very little comes out of it, to be totally honest. Even though you could write emails, you can phone them and all that. You can't get through. To be totally honest, you can't get through to the Department of Social Protection. You used to be able to get through to them. Now you can't get through to them. It's all through emails and letters, which is totally wrong, because there's no accountability. But yeah, disabilities, you literally have to be dying, to be totally honest, to be put on disabilities too. Or you literally have to be literally nothing walking in your body at all. Basically, you just have to be basically in a chair the rest of your life, not able to move or anything. That's the only way you're going to get it. Because to be totally honest, because it's totally broken. To be told, it's not fair on people. It is not fair. It's not fair. There's loads of people who are suffering out there, who are entitled, there's Irish taxpayers that are entitled to work all their life. The in the 50s, in the late 50s or early 50s, right? And they have illnesses and stuff like that. And they were entitled to their disabilities if they have an illness or if they have something wrong with them they can't walk. And that doesn't understand. Excuse me, sorry. But they're entitled to it. They're entitled to it. And coming along, because I've seen reviews. I remember once or twice I went to a TDs about it. In terms of views, to get a reviewed, because again you can review it a few times. The Department of Social Protection will review it 2 times. There's one particular case back about 4 or 5 years ago. It went to the Department of Social Protection. They denied it. It took a few months for them to deny it. They didn't allow it to go through. The doctor's notes and everything, all the medical notes and stuff. They didn't accept it. They didn't accept that she was that bad. And that's the words they use. Even though the doctor was said they strongly recommend that she be put on disabilities, and that's from her own doctor and stuff like that. And that was ignored. Then 2 years later, she replied again. She went to a TD. She got TDs to sign it. She got all the TDs to sign it, in Cabinet Monaghan at the time, and some of the councils too. And that went off to the Department of Social Protection, and it was denied again. So you literally have to literally be dying, lying on the road, dying, to be totally honest, to get on it. And again, we don't have to be so strict, to be totally honest. We simply don't have to be so strict. I know some people would try and con the system. There's always people out there that would try it. There's a few, but that's again, a lot of these people who are going for disabilities and so like 99.9% are genuine sick, and people who with disabilities that are struggling to walk, struggling to get out of bed in the morning because of illness and things. And it's not right to demonize them and to basically object them to a life of hell, basically. They may use that. But yeah, it's not right. We have to review it. We simply have to review it. It can't really drag on, to be told. And to drag down, like many cases, you look. There's many cases. Again, as I said, about a case that happened during the weekend, about somebody that's on job seekers, and obviously he simply is not fit to walk. To be totally honest, he should be on disabilities, and it's clear to be seen. It is really clear to be seen that anybody with the brain in the Department of Social Protection would be able to say, this fellow shouldn't be on job seekers. He should be on disability because he is not fit to walk and he's not able to walk. And that's that's the right thing. That's the right thing. That they don't have to stress themselves, because again I've seen people so stressed over social welfare winging them, annoying them, harassing them every day of the week, and it's not right. It is not right. for people having the stuff, and especially for sick. Again, I'm sure you would agree. You're sick, you have more problems than people ringing you and harassing you about your X, Y, and Z. It's not fair. It isn't fair. So we do have to review it. In the interest of elderly people, in the interest of people who have disabilities, in the interest of all that, we do need to look into it, because again, I think the system is totally, absolutely backwards, like 90 years backwards. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, and I just said I bring it to you, because it is not right, and particularly again, I would say I've already brought this up to Minister Humphreys, about the Department of Social Care. You can't get through to them basically. If you rang any of the offices, you basically can't get through to them. I couldn't get through to them. I rang about 2 cases there. Well, a case there, as I said there, got no response to send an email. So, and basically the email got fuck all basically response out of it. Basically they acknowledged that they received it. That was basically the whole gist of it. And basically, it's no point talking to them if they're going to be like that. Because you just acknowledge that they received it. Yes, so again, you have to talk with these people. That again, you talk to them about a case. I suppose they can't really comment on individual cases sometimes, because again, unless you're a TD or council, but always have a data protection or stuff like that. But it's just being ignorant. In my opinion, it's being ignorant. And just trying not to deal with it. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. But yeah, let me know to take and subscribe for more. Bye bye.